Thank you so much.
Great interview, Matt, in sunny Berlin. Up next, well, the UK Prime Minister denies scaremongering over Brexit in a televised question and answer session. What was the verdict on his argument?
But I can go like this, Caroline. Jesus loves you.
You suffer aches and pains from poor circulation? Are aching, heavy-feeling legs stopping you from enjoying life? You don't have to suffer any longer. Relieve your aches and pains with a Revitive Circulation Booster, a drug-free home treatment cleared by the FDA to significantly improve circulation in your legs and feet. Just one relaxing session a day, and you'll feel back in control and living life the way you want. Many people get poor circulation at some time in their lives. The Revitive Circulation Booster uses powerful prescription-strength electrical stimulation to activate the nerve endings in your feet. This gets the muscles right up your legs to contract and relax to actively improve circulation and relieve aching legs and feet.
Revitive offers a way that you can help treat some of the other lower extremity issues, and it helps people to reach more life.
It's like getting this massage from these little electronic fingers all over your legs and your feet, and it feels really, really good, and it's very relaxing.
Having this Revitive in your own home is far more convenient than having to go down to the rehab center and have work done there, which they do with the equipment just like Revitive.
It makes a big difference, quality of life. It's nice to have that feeling back and have the control.
The Revitive is easy to use. Place your feet on the foot pads and increase the intensity using the remote control. In just minutes, you'll be feeling the relief as the soothing impulses make your aches and pains fade away. You really have to try Revitive to discover what an amazing impact it will have on your life. And now you can with our 60-day money-back guarantee. If Revitive doesn't relieve your aches and pains, return it, and we'll refund the purchase price, refund the shipping charge, and even pay the return postage. Call 1-800-521-0437 or go to tryrevitive.com right now.
You need a website. Why not do it yourself? With Wix, you can create your own professional website. Choose from hundreds of templates. Drag and drop to create your site exactly the way you want. Change your text. Choose one of our backgrounds or upload your own. And popular web apps and services like
What is that?
Contact
Oh,
forms,
it's
and so
Taylor
much
Swift.
more. Just like that, you've got your own stunning website that is fully optimized for every device. Creating your stunning website today is easy and free.
I'm delighted we're holding this referendum. It was a promise I made. It's a promise I'm proud to keep. I will carry out the instructions of the British people. But frankly, I think the job of the Prime Minister is to warn about potential dangers.
That was the UK Prime Minister David Cameron talking on Brexit last night in a Sky News Q&A. Now let's bring in our political reporter Rob Hutton, Duke from Societe Generale, still with us, of course. Rob, I mean, I'm not so sure if it's really what he wished he'd followed through on. It's getting a little bit close to the brink. What are they focused on in the poll, in this debate, and has it affected the polls at all?
Cameron's message again and again and again was jobs, 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 with a side order of everything will cost more if we leave. The questions were about immigration. The questions from the audience were about immigration. There was a lot of accusations of scaremongering, but his relentless return was to jobs. Your job is at risk if we leave the European Union. And his
what do you think, Liz?
summed up in his closing remark, which was, tomorrow morning, look your children in the eye and think, do you want to roll the dice on their future?
Or is it today?
That is the Prime Minister's message.
Who has rather helped us in the rolling of such dice. Give us a sense in the polls, because this is something I'm sure Kit looks at. The polls changed at all?
Well, there's been a tightening this week. There was a lot of anxiety in the pound earlier in the week when we had two polls from ICM, both of which showed leave ahead.
If I got it down there, it's flanging me right in the eye.
That this is really hard to poll on, and of course last year we had a polling disaster. So much of the problems from that actually haven't been fixed. And talking to people inside the Remain camp,
should they stay in the
EU? There where we just don't know. We just don't know whether it's tight or it's wide.
Let me get a little less.
Worried that their economic message is not cutting through in the way that they hoped it would.
Yeah, polls. I mean, how much does the FX market look at this? Because it seems to react a lot.
The Bloomberg terminal gives me a...
You do not fucking do this. Do not fucking do this.
I guess. So yes, so we do look at... You know, the challenge has been that, in a sense, that the polls have moved
Did you see that shit?
in a position where most of the time Remain
Did you see the ghost?
by not very much. And you've got a sense that, yeah, okay, I know which side seems more likely to win on the polls. We understand the uncertainty around the polls, and the gap's not as big as the uncertainty. And then the bookmakers have continued to suggest that they think it's a pretty clear outcome with Remain more likely if you want to go
at the
and
NBA.
local
The
bookmaker.
NBA goes.
And I
Did you
think,
see
you know,
it?
if I had hair, I would be pulling it out, trying to work out whether that's giving me the right steer or not. But you've seen
I got pretty brave there.
That Rob mentioned, you know, over the last week or so, and that's reflected in another spike in volatility in the FX market.
And I'm sure it will last for the next 3 weeks. Of course, Rob Hutton, enjoyed to have him on from Bloomberg
Doom,
News.
down he goes.
Kit Dukes, Global
Down
Strategist
goes
at
Freeze.
Societe Generale. Matt, you got some breaking PMI data for us?
We do. PMI in Germany coming out 55.2. So growth there, and indeed decent growth in the services PMI. As you mentioned, we already had the manufacturing PMI out earlier this week. But bang in line with the survey. We were looking for 55.2, and we got it as well. Later this morning, don't miss a conversation with Chicago Federal Reserve President Charles Evans. That's live in London at 10 a.m. UK time as he is visiting.
What do you think of that?
On speak just moments ago about monetary policy and divergence. And then don't forget, at 1:30
I got
UK
every
time,
picture that I could get on that SD card. Every video that I could get on that SD card. Will that SD card work? Probably not.
And when inflation rises above 2%, as it inevitably will at some point, the FOMC knows how...
Smile.